okay. Not sure if you can see it up there. That's this plaza here is called Vincom. And Vincom, and also this car here, VinFast. There's a proper badge on it. And this car here, with the V on the front. No, thank you. And the V on the back is a VinFast car. Just like this taxi here, V, the V, Plaza, and of course this over here. The VinFast electric car charger, which is right here. Cars, motorbike, charging station, the VinFast. There's Vin everything here in Vietnam. There's Vin Pearl, Vin Com, which you saw, VinFast. There's VinFast taxis. There's the complete network, like not just that charging station. There's a complete network of charging stations all over Vietnam, the whole length of Vietnam, with more getting built all the time, or installed all the time. There's many shopping centres. There's Vin Pearl Island. There's Vin Mac, which I think is the medical arm, hospitals. There's train stations, agriculture, education. They're all Vin something or other, and they're all owned by the one man. Pham Vuong, the richest man in Vietnam. It varies a little bit how much money he's got. Ah, that's what I've been looking for in the last video. The cathedral. After many hours of walking, I'm finally here. Richest man in Vietnam. Forbes had him listed just the other day at $4.1 billion. As recently as 2023. He was listed on some markets as having $7.3, I think, billion. Very wealthy man. He builds a lot of the infrastructure here in Vietnam. As I said, he's got the Vin Wonders, the island that that is really high-end. You know, probably out of reach for the average Vietnamese person to go and see. I think I explained in another video to go over to that island, which is sort of like a mini Disneyland. It's around about $40 Australian to go in there, get the cable car over, and to go on all the different rides that they had. There's the biggest Ferris wheel in Southeast Asia. It's a massive 2-story aquarium, and by all reports, it's well worth seeing, well worth paying the money to go in, which I didn't. I just paid my $6 to get over on the cable car. There is the cathedral, built by the French, and I think it was 1904. Don't quote me. It's somewhere around there, and today it looks to be open. Let's go and have a squiz. A very quick squiz. So this is the cathedral that's built on a granite foundation. It's actually, I don't think it's called a cathedral, I think it's called Mountain Church. Not too shabby. Sort of a Gothic inspired archways there. And a seat in the shade, which I'm going to take advantage of just for the moment while I contemplate looking at this cathedral or church. Excuse my ignorance, I'm not aware of Marco, who that is. There it is, bright sunshine, doesn't look very open, but as I said, built by the French. The French colonised, well, they invaded, let's call a spade. They invaded Da Nang, which is, I don't know, about 800 kilometres north of where I am in the Trang, in 1858. At the same time, they also invaded Saigon, down in the south, which is now Ho Chi Minh City. And it wasn't long after that, I think it was the Emperor of Vietnam signed a treaty saying that the French could have control over 3 parts, I'm not sure which parts, of Vietnam. If I can find it, I'll put it on the screen there. But it didn't take long before the French decided that wasn't quite enough. Oh, interesting. Rest in peace, Phalo Nguyen Van Hoa. So I think I get it. I think he was born in Hanam in 1931. Might have been bishop in those places, and I think he might have passed away 14th of the 2nd, 2017. That's a guess. I don't even know who he is. So, yeah. Actually, I'll cut that bit. Well, I don't know who he is. So, yeah. He's obviously someone very, very important to the Vietnamese. I guess it's a Catholic church. So it didn't take the French long after they had a treaty. It's only a couple of years later that they annexed the 3 extra regions to give themselves a bit more control. And it was a couple of years after that, so 5 years after that, they conquered what was called the Red River Plain. And then, I don't know, maybe 9 years later, I think it was 1884. So 1884 to 1885, they had the Sino-China War, Sino-China War, I'm not sure, which they won, and that pretty much led to them having control over all of Vietnam, all of Cambodia, and all of Laos. So they weren't mucking around. They did all that in probably a space of 30 years. So yeah, 30 years from landing in Da Nang, 800, 600 kilometres to the north, and Saigon, further down south, to taking control of the whole country and more. Okay, I'll have to look at my map yet again. So I'm guessing the reason, I haven't looked it up, but I'm guessing the reason that the French came here to colonise, well, one, because that's what they did back in the day, and the second would have been for the cheap labour. There would have been plenty of it available, and that's exactly what they did. They used to, I think they started out with rubber plantations, certain fruits. Wow, you wouldn't want to be not watching where you're going. Don't think I'll even walk across there. Hello. Little man in the box, soldier, policeman in the box there. Yes, so the French kept control right up until, as I said in a previous video, pretty much 1940, when they capitulated in World War II. Japanese entered the country with the blessings of German army, German hierarchy, and that was the beginning of their demise here in Vietnam. As I said, I'm not going to repeat myself, but they were out of here for a number of years. The Japanese surrendered in 1945, which caused them to obviously have to leave Vietnam, relinquish their control. The French then decided to come back in for one more try, but they, by that stage, there was a pretty fierce resistance from the communists in the north, and the Chinese also weren't happy about the French wanting to come back in, so they did a bit of funding on behalf of the Vietnamese with weapons and whatnot, and the French actually lost and they skedaddled. So there you go. I wasn't going to give you a history lesson, but I have. I hope I did it justice. So, it's a banh mi shop. The banh mi and an ice cream. They're back to Pham Vuong. See who gives away. One of them did. No. This is what you do. You just got to keep walking. Pham Vuong, whose name I'm totally butchering, and I apologise to all my Vietnamese friends out there. I'm sorry. Richest man in Vietnam. He's turned his attention to not only building resorts, hotel resorts and whatnot, which he's got plenty of. Thousands and thousands of hotel rooms. Another little church there. He builds metro stations for trains and smart cities. So I think we've all heard of smart cities. Little cities that are where everything is in the one place. Your medical needs, hospitals, transportation hubs, housing, education, your shopping, your retail. It's all there in the one little area. So you don't need to go anywhere. Not sure I agree. The concept's good, but it's more like they're, I don't know, are they trying to control you a little bit too much? Wow, this looks like a dodgy corner to get around. Pedestrian crossing here. Not that it'll help. Let's try it. It's Natrang Redemptorist Monastery. There you go. If in doubt, walk across. Yeah, so he's building all those things from scratch, obviously. The houses are all apparently going to be high-end houses because, well, Vietnam's got the fastest growing middle-class population in the world. It's also got the one of the best, I'm not going to say the best because I don't know, but their GDP is growing at I think it's 6% this year. I think a year ago or 2 years ago it was like 8%, that's pretty good, very good. So he's got to cater for all these middle class people who want to go up in the world, as they should. Coming away. And that's what he's doing. So all these high-end houses that he builds, they're all smart houses. Not 100% sure what that means. Probably the appliances and all that sort of thing. The heating and the cooling are controlled by your phone or whatever the case may be. I'm not sure where I'm supposed to be. I'll go this way. So that's what he does. Prince Hotel. Looks pretty nice from out here. Now this little car here, this is a VinFast car, made by the company, owned by the same man, Pham Vuong. And this little number, electric car, has a range of 300 kilometres. It's very small. What's that? Oh, that's another VinFast car next to it. We should look at that one as well. But this one, $10,000 US. I think that's cheap. This one here, another VinFast. The VF5. It's got an exhaust pipe. No, I'm tipping it's going to be electric. Yeah, it's got the electric, what's probably electric. I don't know how much that one is. But these other ones, the top of the range ones, which we'll see one shortly, they're a little bit more expensive. They're photo going on there. The top of the range, like SUV type things, much bigger car. That one? No. Wow, pink. Bellino, never heard of it. Here's a VinFast. 2.0 turbo. So that's going to be petrol, quite possibly petrol, hybrid type thing, possibly. Might just be electric, not sure. Petrol rather. Could be 100% petrol, I don't know. So his top of the range ones, there's one, can't remember the model number now, that's 50,000 US, and the very top of the range one is 72,000 US. Actually, there's a couple of guys, if you wanted to look it up, a couple of guys on YouTube who did a review on his cars, and they performed pretty badly. Now this is a couple of years ago, I don't know what they're like now, but anyway, to his credit, after that bad review came out, and it was pretty scathing, he released the next model, and the guys did another review, and they were very, very impressed. Probably not so much impressed with the actual end result of the car, but impressed by the fact that he did take on board the criticisms and improved and rectified a lot of the problems that were there with the car. So that's pretty good. It's not often that a car manufacturer would respond in that way. Alright, that's me waffling on yet again here in the city of Nha Trang. Thoroughly recommend coming to visit. There's plenty to see here, and I'm sure the Tran Vien Dong Hotel is very nice. It's got a nice position right in the corner. There's the beach, probably 200 metres away. But really, you can't go wrong visiting Nha Trang. It's got everything. There's another VinFast car there, another one there. It's the average Toyota. Don't know if he makes buses or not, but he's certainly got a fair bit going on. Got his thumbs in a lot of pies, as they say. Hello, Xin Jiao. No, I'm only just going there. Just going there.
Okay.
Very nice.
Okay.
No, it's okay. No, it's okay. Thank you. And that, my friends, is going to do it for yet another video. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a happy new year in 2025. Probably a little bit late for you guys, but since about a month has gone past. But here in Vietnam, it's only just happened. So again, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye.